good. Thank you so much. Let's thank our kiddos. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You can sit down. Thank you guys for helping us feel all the feelings of the Christmas story. Yeah, just after this, yeah. So I wanna ask you guys a question though, really quickly, before we go on. Have you guys ever been? What's the darkest place you've ever been in? Have you ever been like camping where it was so dark you didn't have any electric lights? Where's the darkest place you've been, Maya? Your room at night? There's no light that gets in there anywhere? Wow, do you like it that way? No, okay, all right. Anybody else been someplace really, really dark at night? Have you ever been, suddenly when you're in a blackout and all the lights go out? Do you remember that, having had that happen? We got really excited because we got to light candles and get some sparkly things, and that was kind of fun, but sometimes the dark can be scary, huh? And imagine, it's hard for us to imagine because we live in a world where we can have light at our fingertips whenever we want it. But about 100 or 200 years ago, they didn't have that, right? They had to use candles or oil or fire, and they had to maybe conserve those resources, so they couldn't always have light at nighttime. And that's how it was when Jesus was born. So imagine being like Lucas was, a shepherd with a sheep like Rafa, out in the fields at night, only the stars for light, and suddenly the heavens light up. And as your eyes get used to the light, you see there's angels there. It'd be kind of crazy, right? Or imagine like those mysterious wise men. They see a special star. They know all about the stars, but they see a star that they don't recognize, and they decide to follow it. Yeah. And then did you hear the reading that Savian read? There was something about light in there too. We were all kind of getting into our spot, so we might not have heard it, but it said something about light in the darkness. It said, the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not overcome it. And they were talking about that light as a person. Kind of weird, right? To think about a person being light. Do you know who that person was? Jesus. Yeah, that's right. Baby Jesus. Jesus is the light of the world. And in a little while, we're going to turn off all the lights. It's going to get a little darker outside. And after communion, we're going to turn off all the lights. And very carefully with our parents, we're going to have candles. And you'll see that as we sing Silent Night with our candles, and people light the candles for each other, it'll go from being pretty dark in here, maybe not totally dark, pretty dark, and gradually there will be more and more and more light. Now, I want you guys to think about as you go out. I know there's a lot to think about because it's Christmas, right? And we're thinking about Santa, and we're thinking about presents, and tomorrow morning. But maybe tonight, as you're going to sleep, or maybe tomorrow night, when all the presents are open, or the next day, think about that light, and see if you can find that light somewhere inside of you, because that light lives actually in all of us. And just like that light starts to grow in the church when we light our candles, we can help that light grow in the world. That's what Jesus wants us to do, to go out and to share our light, even if it's just with one other person. And the world becomes a lighter and lighter place. Thank you guys so much for helping us today see and feel what it was like that first Christmas. My siblings, the peace of the Lord be always with you. You can share that peace with one another, and peace to our friends online. God's peace, everybody.